Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young man named Daniel. He had faced a deep sorrow early in life, losing his beloved mother to illness. Left with his aging father, Henry, Daniel felt the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. As he grew older, he met and fell in love with a kind-hearted woman named Sarah. They married in a simple but joyous ceremony. Shortly after their wedding, economic pressures forced Daniel to accept a lucrative job offer in a far-off country. Promising to return home every year, he left Sarah in the care of his father. The first few months were difficult for Sarah, but Henry, despite his stern exterior, provided comfort and support, helping her adjust to the new family dynamics. As time passed, the relationship between Sarah and Henry evolved in unexpected ways. Loneliness and mutual need drew them closer until one night, their grief and longing transformed into an act of intimacy. What started as a moment of weakness became a recurring secret. Over the next few years, Sarah bore 3 children. While everyone in the village assumed they were Daniel's, Sarah knew the truth was far more complicated. Each year, Daniel returned home, his visits a brief respite filled with joy and laughter. He doted on his children, oblivious to the dark secret Sarah and Henry shared. Sarah's guilt grew heavier with each passing day, compounded by her dependence on Daniel, the family's sole provider. Years rolled by, and the burden of deception became too great for Sarah to bear. She knew she had to come clean, but fear paralyzed her. She worried about the devastating impact the truth would have on Daniel, who had already endured so much loss. She also feared the destruction of the fragile bond between father and son. One evening, as Daniel prepared to return to his distant job, Sarah sat in their small, cozy living room, the children playing nearby. She watched Daniel with a heart full of love and sorrow. She had written a letter, her confession, which she planned to give him before he left. As Daniel packed his bags, Sarah approached him with the letter, her hands trembling. "Daniel," she began, her voice shaking, "there's something I need to tell you, something I've carried in my heart for years." Daniel looked up, concern etched on his face. "What is it, Sarah?" She handed him the letter, unable to speak. Daniel took it, his eyes filled with worry and curiosity. As he read, his expression shifted from confusion to shock and finally to profound sadness. When he finished, he looked at Sarah, tears in his eyes. "Why, Sarah? Why didn't you tell me sooner?" Sarah's voice broke as she replied, "I was scared, Daniel, scared of losing you, of destroying our family, but the guilt has become unbearable. You deserve to know the truth." Silence enveloped the room as Daniel grappled with the revelation. They all sat stressed, looking at each other. "What would you have done? Who is wrong in this manner? Till next time. Remember to subscribe and comment.